Hi guys, welcome back to Chess the Matthew. So on this video, we will tackle about our three move system against all the probable defense black. So the three move system that we are trying to tackle about start with the move e4, and let's say for example the black plays e6, which is the French defense. We can go for d4, and after d5 we can go the knight c3, completing those three move system in which the white successfully play e4, d4, knight c3 in just three moves. So going back, if our opponent plays e5, here we cannot go immediately with the move d4 because the black may capture that pawn, and we cannot go for knight c3 in the next move to complete our three move system because it is an obvious blunder. We will lose a piece on this position. So instead of playing d4 on the second move, we should play knight to c3. Then playing d4 on the next move to complete our three move system. But if black will try to stop that idea, our three move system with the move knight c6, still we can play the move d4 even though we have two pieces that are controlling the d4. We can just play d4 here and complete our three move system. Let's say for example, if black captured that with the pawn, we can simply just play knight to d5. The idea is to post our knight on d5 to control more vital squares on the black defense. So here, if black plays for example knight f6, attacking both e4 and knight d5, but we can simply just develop our piece and try to attack or trying to regain our pawn deficit on d4. So for example here, if black plays knight takes d5, then we can simply place a takes d5. If he go for knight b4, we have bishop c4. Still, if we go for knight e7, we have a bishop on c4, and sooner or later we can regain our pawn deficit on d4. So going back, so after the move knight f3, if black plays knight takes e4, then here we can simply just develop our pieces and play knight e3 and go for a king safety in the next move. Even though here, if he tries to place knight c5, then we go for castling. So here, if black try to put his king into safety, we can just play rook to e1 to control the open file immediately, and after castling for black, we can now capture the bishop on e7. And after, let's say for example, after knight takes e7, we can sacrifice a piece here by playing bishop takes e7, giving a check. The idea is after king takes e7, we have knight g5, check, check to the king, and opening this diagonal. For example, if black fully retreat on that square, we have queen, and in the next move we can mate the black on h7. So after here knight g5, he should play king to g6 to avoid those mating idea, but we can play queen to g4 here. The idea is to open a check to with a check and attack to the queen. So here the black may go for a defense and playing the move f5, but we should still have that threat. The idea is after the move queen g3, we have the knight c3 in the future attacking these heavy pieces. So here, trying to save his queen, allowing this threat to fork, but it is still equal because let's say for example the white go for that variation. Let's say for example this variation king e7, then let's say capture, king takes capture. It is still equal because we gobble two pieces for a rook. So going back, instead of playing knight h7, we should play here as white to play queen to h4 with an idea again to open a check and attacking these heavy pieces with our knight, for example. But the black may defend that idea, but we have still queen takes d4 check, attacking this knight and king. So king g6, and then we can capture the knight, and after d6 attacking the queen, we can simply retreat our queen to e3 with an idea of doubling an attack on the e7 with only one defender. So the black here defend, but we can play again queen g6, queen g3 with an idea also of discovered attack to the king and attacking the queen in the next move. But after king g8, still we can play c4, and after knight f6, and then rook to e7. So we shall see on this position that this king is not safe on g6, and sooner or later we can attack the king with our white pieces. So the king on g6 is not comfortable, even though he will play here the move that h5, countering an attack. Say for example at h5, we can just play queen f3 or queen d3, and then for example he will go back with knight h3 with the idea of knight f5, giving check, and then again a checkmate to be followed. So on this position after queen rook to e7, I can say that the black is in danger and he will not survive this position after rook e7. So just a recap to our 3-move system, which start here e4 e5, then trying to prevent, but still we can sacrifice a pawn and go with knight d5 to control more square, and then just develop a piece, and then for example if we capture that, and we can immediately put our king into safety while also developing our pieces into the center to control more square and with a more possible attack against the black. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and please don't forget to subscribe.